Hi everyone, welcome to week 2 of your Introduction to Computer Concepts course. This is what we're going to be covering this week. This is Unit 14, and it is all about output devices. It's a very short unit, not a whole lot to cover here. They're going to kind of go through and explain to you the different output devices. Simply put, things like the monitor, screens, printers, things like that. So there's not, like I said, there's not a whole lot that's covered in the actual textbook. But what I do want to point out to you is that this week you do have your first assignment. And the assignment is where you're going to kind of dig into this topic a little bit deeper. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that assignment up so that we can look at that together. Here is what the assignment looks like for this particular week. It is called an independent challenge. They want you to do some research first, and then you're going to be submitting at least one full page, and I need it to be as a Word document. Make sure that you're using grammar, spell check, all of those things so that that appears properly. And then what you're going to be doing is this. You need to look at all of the ins and outs of what happens when you update your computer system or when you buy a brand new one. A lot of our communities are instituting new guidelines where you can't necessarily dispose of your old computers. Or they have specific guidelines as to what you can do with them. So that's what you're going to start with. You're going to research those different laws. Does your specific city say? What does your specific state say? What do we have to do in order to dispose of an old computer? So open up all of those websites, look through them. If you quote anything, make sure that you quote it properly and cite it in your paper. And then discuss some of these topics in number 3. Can you throw some things away? Are there any laws that apply to just monitors? Are there laws that are different for individuals versus businesses? If you have a business that is highly technological, there might be separate laws that govern those. If so, does the size of your business matter? Can you just say, hey, I've got a small business that I run in my home, etc., etc. Or manufacturers and resellers required to accept used components. So keep in mind that there are going to be some entities out there that are interested in purchasing things that were used previously. A great example of this is things like school systems. Schools are notorious for using equipment that older companies, that companies may have gotten rid of when they replaced their older items with new items. For example, I actually worked for another college at one point, and we got a ton of old computers from Ralston Purina. They were upgrading their systems, and so we actually got their old systems. So kind of, do a little bit of research on that. So that is more of your focus this week than just the 2-page reading document. So as you're going through and reading that, keep in mind that that's just the tip of the iceberg. The real assignment or the real work this week is focusing on digging into the topic, doing some research online, seeing what you can find out about, disposal and reuse, what's the word I'm looking for? Reusing materials so that we don't have to end up with them in landfills and things like that. So that's what this particular independent challenge is going to be about. Make sure you do write a full 1 page. Make sure that you are using grammar check, spell check. If you have any problems or questions as you're working on this, please make sure that you reach out to me, and have a great week.